2 Wizards. So I just wanted to let y'all know. We'll go over. I'm just gonna let it play out. So yeah, man, let's begin. If we was the best team, we'd be um we'll just have a good record. That's all I'm trying to say. We'll have a good record. And I want to be undefeated. I mean, I just want to have a good team that could win and play defense. That's all I want to. And the mean by good offense, you gotta let other people score, and if they pass it back to you, you have to score. But I just wanna have a good team, you know.
When he can get out in transition in particular, that's when he's at his best. He's so fast and agile, you forget that he's 6'4", strong and wiry. When he gets hacked on the finish, he can not only absorb the hit.
Like, once we hit April, it's gonna be a wrap, because I really want to play 2K20. I mean, I did before, but I only put it on 240, and y'all couldn't see nothing, so if I put it on 720, y'all can see everything.
Sanders has got the opening basket of the game for the Bucks. Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play. Wall gets a screen from Nene. Wall attacking. Kicks to Nene. Tries again. He lays it in. Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback. Wall against Knight. Pass to Mayo. Pulls it up. And the shot falls short this time. Clark, they should not have dropped that series. That was just sloppy. I agree with you, Kevin. I think some teams just get underestimated. Plenty of teams can give you trouble if you assume you're going to come in and use them as a doormat. You've got to be ready to play every time you lace them up. Here's Knight. Following the basket by John Wall. Here's Sanders. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You know, one of the bigger improvements last season, as I saw it, was Larry Sanders transforming from a specialist role player into a legitimate starting center. I mean, he always had a knack for defense and blocking shots and rebounding, but he polished up his offensive skills enough to be an impact player at that end of the floor. And that one misses. And for Sanders, some of his improvement offensively was just sticking to his strengths, finishing around the rim. Yeah, he improved his shot selection. He's always played with a lot of energy, but I think his decision-making was the reason he finished 3rd in most improved player voting last year. A nice young player for Milwaukee. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Well, I think Larry Sanders is one of the most improved players in the league, guys. I don't know where you stand on it, but
today is Thursday, so probably on the weekend. Hopefully, we could get to the car show on a safe turn, because I don't want nothing to be wrong. So if we go, we go. If we don't, then it'll be fun.
And so just over a minute and a half played.
I'm not really a car show type of person, but the only reason I wanted to go is because I wanted to help out. That's the only reason. Besides that, I'm not finna go.
Taking his composure, not getting to other players and feel the wrath of officials. Those technicals were piling up. Well, Kevin, he's already made some nice strides in his approach to the game, just eating right, getting to the gym early. You really have to learn how to become a professional, and I think Sanders has made that next step. Here's Mayo. Nice D from B. Sure, the defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Yeah, you got nice rims. I bet that was a lot of money, man. I'm glad you got a lot of money, though. I ain't trying to judge nobody, though.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that. Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Please, man.
A 14-point game for him. devouring the glass all game long. Now here's Wall. After the miss from Sanders. Wall, that's good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going. Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots. On deep, Ilyasova. Pitch and shot.
Because I'm running my business.
Takes it off the glass. Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on. Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down. You know, in Larry Drew's case, it was a bit of an unusual situation once the season concluded. He was in the final year of his deal. The Hawks said we'll interview other candidates and left him free to interview for other head coaching positions, and he landed in Milwaukee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Nice work. Get inside and draw the foul. Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups.
I thought we had to
make you earn it from the line. Washington shooting their first free throws of the night.
Jeez.
The first one falls. Well, Stephen, back to Coach Drew, of course, he ended up signing with the Bucks. Well, that was an interesting move for him to go from Atlanta to Milwaukee. You know, the Hawks were one of the better defensive teams in the league last year. I think that's what the Bucks saw in Drew. And that's the idea for him to really help this team get the most out of its players, particularly defensively. Ariza hits them both. Well, it was an ugly start to the season for the Wizards, trying to rebound by trading for a host of veterans, but out of the gate, times were tough. They lost their first 12. Eventually got things turned around and were dangerous when John Wall got healthy. Here's Pachulia. Pachulia's Ariza with it. Now guarded by Neal. Outside, Wall. Over to the left wing. Here's Porter on target from 13 feet. The difference for the Wizards after Wall came back, as you said, Clark, was just day and night. They were so much more energized. They seemed to relish the role of playing the spoiler for a lot of teams, Steve, down the stretch. Yeah, they looked like a playoff team by the end of the year, and that's the challenge this season. As we watch this club play it out, I mean, can they stay healthy? Can they continue that hot run that they had at the end of last year?
I really want to give this one to Poppy, though. So he can have a charging station. So just in case he can't. Oh, hopefully it worked because it didn't work with my controller. It worked with my controller, but it didn't like work. So hopefully it works for his controller. Because it's the right controller for his charging station. If it don't work, then he can just give it back to me. It's the white one.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. The guys who normally don't
I have to use
score
my
a lot, they
headset
came
to
in
my
and
wow,
really
it's still going
a total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor. Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes.
Pass the ball, pass the ball. He could have passed the ball.
Delfino's got 6 points.
He could have passed the ball though. If the shot clock is going down, he should pass the ball.
They're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Washington out in front, leading by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. Friday, November 20.
Well, yeah, we 7-6.
And the first First quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, Stephen Clark, your thoughts?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's
keep grinding, bro.
Yeah, and I like
that's what they kept telling me. Keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding.
Go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim. Taking a look at the Wizards. Beal and Webster out on the perimeter. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Chris Singleton. And it's Maynard in at the point. Now here's Webster. He kicks to Singleton. The 11-footer and the basket by Webster. Webster's got the opening basket here in the second quarter. Washington takes the 13-footer, and again, it's Milwaukee converted. Washington leading now
16-20.
Well, Brandon Knight out of Kentucky is more of a combo guard than a pure point when you look at him offensively. But with his long arms and good athleticism and at 6'3", I think there's a lot of upside for him at the defensive end of the floor. I think he's a guy that could defend one and twos effectively.
Butler, he's checked in for Carlos Delfino.
This would be wonderful.
Bucks on defense. Seraphin with the ball. Now defended by Sanders.
Haven't dirty up my shoes yet.
To Seraphin. Feeds to Maynard.
Besides the max.
On the clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. And for Brandon Knight offensively, he's still trying to figure it out.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. I mean, he does have some point guard skills. He's got some athleticism, but he's really an excellent outside shooter when he's got time to set up.
First free throw is good. Nene, he's checked in for the Wizards. Them both.
You know, the Bucks were the last team to make it into the Eastern Conference playoffs, and part of the reason that happened was because they didn't really do well against the rest of the conference. 24 and 28 against the East.
Now here's Butler. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Oh, you gotta make them, Larry Sanders. You gotta make them.
By 6. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
You be making it sometimes, though. You don't be making it all the time. You be making it sometimes. But that's good, though. That's good. Keep it up, man. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, Larry Sanders. I'm not mad at you.
Like I was a lights-out shooter. Fade away, no follow-through.
I'm not mad at you. Oh, you got this. Oh, come on. That was good defense. That's all.
Guys, he's put a lot of work into his shot, and we're starting to see the results.
Well, as his shooting comes along, that's a great way for him to really find his niche, Doris. Thanks. And the Wizards with possession after the miss from Sanders.
It looks like he's going to lose this match.
Here's Maynard, defended by Butler. Maynard, no good. Clark, as you were saying, the rest of the Eastern Conference got the better of the Bucks. Had they been a little tougher against some of the lesser teams in their own conference, they might not have.
That was a good move. He pump fake. He pump fake, and then he just went up with it. That was a good move.
Season 2 going for J.J. Redick and moving on from some of the young players. And I think that changed. And, of course, the coaching switch from Scott Skiles to Jim Boylan. So they lost some of their momentum.
A shot by Nene. No good.
Great job defending the hoop there. So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Shot's good by Butler.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yeah.
It's Beal on the wing. Rejected by Sanders. They get it back. And that one's good. 6 points for Nene.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
Now here's Ilyasova.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
Washington calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustment.
My turn to play now.
Of course, the
Probably play like one quarter, and then that's going to be sit on the bench because only got 11 minutes.
There's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical.
Just got to play defense. If my teammates are open, I just pass it to my teammates, and they can go for the shot. But if they're not open, they can pass it to me, and I could probably make the shot.
Guys, well, Larry Drew had some advice for his team over that last break. He told the team he can live with giving up three-point shots, but that they cannot give up any more easy looks inside. He made that.
Yeah, he made that.
They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away.
Just a
Over to
three?
you, Kevin.
Thank you,
Come on,
Doris.
guys.
And here is Knight after Al Harrington hitting the three. Harris kicks to Ilyasova.
In there.
Trying to
Wow.
answer back, but that three is off the mark. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
That was a tough game for them to lose, guys, because they really played well throughout the game. I agree.
Now here is Harris. Butler on the wing. Lets it fly. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Trevor Booker, known mostly as a guy you bring in to up the energy level of the team. I thought last season he might step into a bigger role in the rotation, but actually saw his minutes decline.
Power forward spot at 6'8", but he's strong, gets off the floor well.
Yeah, he's a hustle guy.
We just got to work with the pick and roll offense. That's all.
He's one of those guys that teammates love to have on their squad just because of what he brings. If he can improve that jump shot and his free throw shooting, that's where you might see him turn the corner.
Here's Ilyasova. That's good.
Good shot.
It's Rittenauer picking up the assist.
Man, great ball movement. They're just
We
picking
down.
this defense apart with
We
their
down
passing.
a lot of
Well, how
points.
about
They
the
up a
three
lot of
Ps,
points.
Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Here's
Oh,
one.
that was a good move.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and
That was
in.
a good move.
Ball's
All right. Pick and roll. Pick and roll. Pick and roll. Pick and roll.
Harris outside.
Pick and roll. Pick and roll.
Butler is screen on Wall. And it's Harris off the drive.
I got you.
Alpino gets a screen from Harris. Butler knocks
Good
down
shot.
the three ball. Butler's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Good shot, Butler.
It's been the norm for them. Their points
All right, come on, play defense.
Ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous
Oh, he just
communication
passed me.
and alertness.
They get the rebound. And again, John Wall. Wall's got 10 points.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill the team.
Harris. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached halftime in this one.
Oh, boy.
And now we'll down to Doris
Man. If there was more time off, man, I probably would have made that shot.
First half, which you did, is this type of intensity something that coaches made a priority?
Yeah, most definitely. We wanted to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Well, you imposed your will, Bradley. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Okay, Doris, thanks. And we'll have the start.
Yeah, that's probably gonna wrap up the whole
halftime show.
quarter, man.
Brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A
Hey,
great
he
game
got
going out at
10
Bradley Center.
points. Oh, they 4 and 10, so I understand.
Milwaukee. They've struggled a bit in
I
the
understand.
early going
They
of
trying to
the
get
season,
some
but
wins.
appear to be in good shape for the second half. And midway through, the Bucks are still alive. And nice teamwork offensively, moving the ball around. What a great way to play. Larry Sanders giving them a nice boost. Studios as we head back to the start of the third quarter with Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris. Thanks so much for joining.
Bro, I understand how in 10. They probably need some wins.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to
I
go.
wish I could shoot just like my left hand, but my right.
On the court for the Bucks.
Just
Ilyasova and Sanders.
Just the way I shoot my free
Mayo
throws,
there
I
with
can
Brandon
just.
Knight. And it's Butler in at the small forward.
Just
Outside Butler. Knight on the wing. Three-pointer. That's good.
that was a nice thing right there.
Knight's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks.
He's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Well, the Bucks playing here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center, one of the older arenas in the NBA at around a quarter century. And the Bucks have said they'll leave Milwaukee after the 2017 season unless a new arena is built.
Outside Mayo. This is to Sanders. Stolen by Serafin. Passes it to Beal.
He
We're just
Terrence,
here in Milwaukee. This
because
is one of the
he really
smaller
wanted
markets in
bad.
the NBA. Steve, that can make it tougher to get an arena done.
Well, and there's a potential change.
I'm
in
sticking with
ownership
my
that has
constant.
loomed over the
I might not
franchise.
play it like that.
Obviously, we don't
but
want to see the team
I know what
stay in
games I do
Milwaukee.
like.
A lot of great history here.
I know I like Madden.
Back. So hopefully an arena deal will
Madden
get
is
done.
my favorite game. So. 2K is alright though, but I gotta put in a lot of work.
Really a problem area last season. Even with their revamped front court, it was not easy.
I just
for them to
gotta
finish at the rim.
know when
Maybe
they
a
pass
full
it
year
to
of
me,
having John
take
Wall
that shot on the
will help
3-point
them
line.
because he creates easy
And if
scoring
they
opportunities.
pass it to me in the mid-range area, just take the shot. But if they play good defense on me, you gotta pass the ball.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. As for the Wizards, as you said, Clark, they ended up being the second worst team in the NBA when it came to points in the paint. But they just couldn't get much going for their big.
That was a good three.
Some of that was the
We could catch up though, but if we could play good defense and know what we doing on defense,
This is a team that,
like whoever man it is, make sure.
going to improve as this season goes. For the Bucks, they've really struggled against Wall. For most of the start of the Wizards' 2012-13 campaign, the question was, when is John Wall going to return? Well, the answer ended when he came back in January and he quickly made his presence felt on that team.
And the first one drops. And what a huge difference for the Wizards record-wise once John Wall returned last season, Clark. The record 5-28 with him out, and then with him playing 24-25.
Yeah, that's the first record on pace for 12 wins. That would have been the worst in the league by far. The second record is on pace for 40 wins, which in the East would have put them in the mix for the 7th spot. So a huge difference there. Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt, but what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be. Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
He dishes it to Ariza. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And back to Minnesota, they were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6 games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are, competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason, but a team that was able to sneak in last year, they're hopeful to make it once again this season.
37 to 40.
Kind of stuck in the middle right now.
Washington calls timeout.
Getting road wins was one of the biggest struggles for the Wizards last season. Started out slow, and even after Wall came back from injury, they still weren't exactly taking care of business on the road.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, well, Larry Drew had some advice for his team over that last break. He doesn't want them settling for outside shots anymore. He wants their points to come at the rim. Look for them to really start attacking that basket. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Second chance effort. That layup is good as it's up and in from Nene.
You can't do nothing about that. We tried boxing out, but they just kept getting the rebound.
Well, Clark, back to the Wizards on the road.
That's all. When we box out, there should be 2 men on him.
It wasn't until mid-December that they got their first road win.
Somebody need to focus on getting the rebound, or somebody need to focus on boxing out.
Shame too, because that start
That's all.
took them out
That's
of
all it is.
playoff consideration.
If somebody could get the rebound,
Playing really well down the
if somebody
stretch.
could box out, you
You know,
got that.
At the end of the season, they were actually okay on the road, and they were pretty competitive, in fact.
Gary Neal's checked in for Milwaukee. Walters comes in for Knight. Good.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself
It's only the
to be
third
handled
quarter.
by the big boy.
Now here's Wall. He's got 14. To the inside. Here's Seraphin.
Box out, box out, box out.
One game played away from home for them.
Well, and you know the fans out in Charlotte are desperate.
Yes, sir.
There. And what jumps out at you guys, the assist total. They have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement.
Yes, sir.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
There you go. There you go.
No good.
Somebody was.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The game. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
The Bucks actually made it back into the playoffs last season, but it wasn't because of any team that played in the playoffs.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Washington. Harrington comes in for Nene. As far as protecting their court in the end,
Anybody, but for Milwaukee, a team that was below 500, that was near impossible. It was a struggle for the Bucks. The
Beal defending. Good. Sanders has got the game tied up here. Beal dishes the Wall.
Exceptionally well
This
as
should be
they
1
built
o'clock.
this lead for themselves here.
Pass to Sanders. Tipped away. On its way from Neal for 2. Wall.
Got a lot of subscribers. It's because he played on PlayStation.
Beal on the wing. Wall.
You know, to entertain. He played on the PlayStation.
20 seconds.
And he got social media that y'all can follow him. So,
Milwaukee with it.
I grew up on PlayStation, but
Walters passes to
I
Sanders.
know PlayStation is good. Like,
Halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
1. And we're coming right back.
I can't believe we 7-6. We doing good, but
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
There's a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent.
The Bucks trail. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Otto Porter and Nene at the forwards. All out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Seraphin in at the 5.
Now both of these look really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Wall attacking. Into Nene. He feeds it to Seraphin.
Kevin Seraphin, big solid frame, about 6'9", but he's got a 7'3"
All you
wingspan.
need is
So
your
he's already
fist.
shown a
All
lot
you
of
need is
promise
your
as a
fist.
defender.
All you need
And a
is
moment here
your
to take a
fist.
look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
All
The
you
great
need is your
passing we
fist.
saw in the
All
first half
you
is
need
carried
is
right
fist.
over into the
All you
second.
need
Another
is
thing they've
that.
done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close range points. You got to have those.
First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Mayo dishing to Butler. Back to Mayo. The feed to Butler. 6 to shoot. And it's another Milwaukee
Good shot.
Right there going in. Oh, back to Seraphin. Not just a defensive presence, he's got a nice soft touch offensively.
Yeah, you can hit with that hook shot, step out to mid-range. Still developing, but there's a lot to like about this young big man.
By himself. And Knight slams it in.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And you just cannot afford to give up plays like that at this stage of a tight ball game, guys.
Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from his offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they
Yeah.
really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Shoots. Rebound, Washington.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Wall. Excellent D there for Mayo.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Got that bucket in no time at all. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, it was a hot start when he was the 3rd overall pick back in 2008. But his hot shooting wore off a bit, and by the end of the season, Coach Carlisle was starting to question his effort.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
And Beal kicks to Seraphin. There's the pass to Beal. And it's good. On through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And for O.J. Mayo last season, still some positive signs. A career high in three-point percentage.
52 to 56. We still got the lead, but
I think the Mavericks really enjoyed him on their team.
you just
Well,
need
it
to
seemed
let
on the
somebody
whole that
box
the year
out.
went very well for him. He
and somebody
opted out
else
in
get the
final year
rebound.
of his deal, picked up a new multi-year contract, so we'll see how he continues to develop.
Free throw,
There you
no
go.
good for Beal.
Y'all doing a good
A lot
job,
of
though. We
people
still got
talk
the
about
lead,
how
so y'all doing a good
undersized Bradley Beal
job.
was going to be as an off guard in
Just
the
gotta
NBA, but he didn't get the message. You
make
look
sure
at how
everybody
many
get a chance to
rebounds, you
shoot.
would have thought he was a 6'7" guy playing the 2-guard spot. He's a terrific rebounder for his size, fellas.
Ilyasova passes to Mayo. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one is on Ariza. Now when you talk about Bradley Beal, height-wise, he's not 6'6", but he's powerfully built.
Yeah, I think he's about 6'4", but he's got long arms, Kevin, and he's very skilled. And defensively, I think the potential is there for him to be a stopper.
And he can't get the first one.
O.J. Mayo is out of USC. He's in his 6th season in the NBA, fellas, and he was considered the top player in his high school class. Very, very highly regarded. He's yet to be a star at the professional level, but I think he's looking to solidify himself as a quality starter.
No luck that time either. And for O.J. Mayo, 6'4" player. Some people saw him as a guy who could play point guard, shooting guard. He's just a player. He can do a lot of things on the floor.
He's a decent ball handler, but he's a shooting guard. I mean, he can be a little bit of a combo guy, but for the most part, he's out there to score. And most of those points coming off jump shots.
Soft touch off the glass. Mayo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots. I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Knight kicks this in. Stolen by Serafin. Butler with the steal. Pass to Sanders. No good. Some solid defense from Serafin. Ariza with it. Now Mayo defending. Nene setting the pick for Ariza. Into Nene. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead. Knight dishes to Ilyasova. Back to Knight. Outside Butler. Shoots from the elbow. The shot no good. And it's Washington the other way. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Beal the pass to Wall. Kicks it to Serafin. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Serafin's got it all tied up now for Washington. Timeout called the Bucks. The score is tied at 58. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his
58
team.
to
He made
58.
no mistake that their game plan was to
All
run
right.
their offense
Here we
through
go.
Coach has called on
Probably
him
gotta,
to play a
play
very
good
big
defense
role at that end of the floor tonight.
once
And
we
as
get
far
the
as
ball.
he's concerned, that hasn't quite taken shape yet. Also, he wants them building a wall around the rim defensively and forcing shots to come from the perimeter, not in the paint. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
And thank you, Doris.
That was
And
my
here's
fault.
the pass. Beal leading the Ariza the Wall. Feeds to Nene. And they take the lead.
My bad, guys.
Every team's game along the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
It seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
To the inside. Good. Harris kicks to Ilyasova.
You
Back
could have
to
took the
Harris.
shot.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Connects.
Could have took
And
the
he has
shot.
brought them to within 2 points.
Good job, but
This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of.
This is
they got really good offense though. They're trying to pass it in the paint.
knocks it loose and stolen by Ilyasova.
Come on, take your time. Take your time. It's okay. Take your
Yeah,
time.
but their offense team needs to be just about perfect from here
Quick
out.
ISO. I got you. I
Butler
got you.
dishes to Harris. To force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go.
I missed
To
it.
force overtime. And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail biter.
Yeah, it was tight.
Dang, man.
The guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's
It's alright. I ain't mad.
Thank you for joining
mean,
us for this presentation
I-
of NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
It did say isolation, and I tried to do isolation, but they were playing good defense. So I couldn't really make my shot. I couldn't really make my shot, so they was playing good defense. Dang. That's disappointing.
You could have kept your team alive with that shot at the end, but it didn't fall.
Do you think you could have worked for a better shot, or maybe you should have passed the ball off?
We got a good shot as we could. I really don't care. No, I'm not gonna say that. There, no way you know that. Passing was never an option. There's no way to know that. We got as good shot as we could. I'm just gonna go with this one.
That's not how it works, man. You just can't say that some other choice would have ended with us winning the game. You never know for sure. I did what I thought was best for our team in that situation. And it wasn't a bad look, truthfully. It just didn't fall this time. Next time, it'll probably go down, because I don't miss shots like that very often.
I'm still the third person, and I'm not even the starter lineup yet. I at least want to be the sixth man. Like, for real, I at least want to be the sixth man.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We have been cleared for landing. Please enjoy your stay in Charlotte.
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris, and I really want y'all to leave a like or comment. Tell me if y'all enjoy the videos, because I know I do. It's kind of tough when I see, well, when you see losses, so that's kind of tough, but yeah, we're gonna be versing the Bobcats, the Charlotte Bobcats, the next video when I make it. But make sure you leave a like or comment, it will really help me. And y'all been doing a really good job. I appreciate it. But yeah, make sure you leave a like or comment. My name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris, and I catch you guys in the next video.